Hi everyone. It is 5 a.m. here in New York City, or 4:30 a.m. and I just had this urge to make a video, and I want to talk about the power of doing the things that scare you. I am on this 365 days of discomfort journey where basically I do one thing every day to do something out of my comfort zone. And essentially, a lot of things out of my comfort zone are things that scare me. And I think before I didn't really associate healing with confronting the scary things in life, but I'm realizing how incredibly aligned those two are. I think when one thinks of healing, or when I used to think about healing, it would be like, laying in bed, like relaxing and, taking it easy, which is also super valid in any healing process, whether physical, mental, spiritual, or emotional. That is something that one must do. But I find that in my emotional and spiritual healing journey, there's this confluence of having to give yourself tough love. And the tough love is doing scary things. And in a lot of ways, that is self-love. I've been doing this 365 days of discomfort series for about a month now, and it's been a lot of like small things, right? Because I think doing it for a full year, you kind of have to ease into the process. But I have found that it has been an incredibly powerful and empowering process to face your fears and to do the things that terrify you on any level. For me, things that terrify me could be anything from getting out of bed, watching the sunrise, to eating at a restaurant that I don't know the reviews of. All of those things are things that terrify me. And these fears and these terrors of the sort hold you back and make your world smaller, make my world smaller. Because in order to protect myself, I have to exclude these certain things from my life, and it shrinks and it shrinks and it shrinks my world until the only thing that's safe is this little box of things that I repeat over and over again. And I think it's incredibly important to have these safe spaces in our lives, to have our favorite restaurants, or to have a certain schedule that feels safe and feels comfortable. But for me, for many years, I created this world where the only thing that I did were things that felt safe and comfortable because I was scared of being scared and confronting the things that scared me. And I have realized, and getting through the tiny fears, not the big ones, not the fear of heights and jumping off a cliff, or the fear of, I don't know, falling in love and really facing those demons, but the little ones. And that gives you little motivations, little ways of knowing that you're actually stronger than you think. And I find that there is empowerment in taking 1,000 small steps. I remember I was hiking this one time, and I went to the top. I don't hike much, so it really hit me, this analogy is, I took literally like thousands of small steps, heaving and huffing and puffing, and those steps led to the top of this insane mountain. I climbed to the top of like the highest mountain in New York State or something like that. It was crazy. But there's power in that, in doing those little things out of your comfort zone, the little things that scare you. And that is healing, because I don't think healing is always about mending the things that have hurt you. I think sometimes it's empowering the parts of yourself that you have let lie in the dark. And I have found in this healing journey of mine through mental health and spirituality and emotional healing that one of the greatest acts of love you can give yourself is to allow yourself permission to live in this world, to allow yourself the skills and tools to be confident enough to navigate the world despite your fears and despite the things that you cannot control in your head, that you will still be able to live a beautiful life because you are showing yourself a kind of self-love that is tough, but that is real and that is honest. The kind of love, self-love, that's like a little thing. Like, you're scared of watching new movies. Like, I have an anxiety towards watching new films and TV shows. It's like, I get you're scared, but there are a million beautiful films that will take your breath away, that will enrich your life, that will open your imagination. And I acknowledge your fear, but your fear is keeping you from living this glorious life. And I find that that is self-love, to acknowledge the struggle, but to also know what is best for you. And you have to do that for yourself. And I think that's hard, as we get older, go into adulthood and all that stuff. You come to realize that even though you move away from family, if that's something that you choose, that you then have to learn to parent yourself and have to teach yourself how to be the kind of parent that allows you to flourish for yourself. And it's a learning process. And knowing what kind of life you want to live. And if you're someone like me who is really that struggles with being fearful, that has a lot of things that scare them, have a lot of things that restrict them in the way that they live their lives, to know that as someone who has to parent myself, I have to give myself a lot of tough love because I want to live a beautiful and incredible life, to do all these amazing things. But that means I have to face a lot of fears, and if that's what I have to do, then that's what I have to do. And that is healing, because self-love is healing, because desiring the best for yourself is incredibly healing, despite the fact that you know that it will be hard. And I think healing is this really oscillation between the soft and I wouldn't say like the hard, but like an oscillation between the balance, the yin and yang of how to treat yourself, I guess. And I've redefined what the concept of healing is, because it's definitely so much more than meditation and journaling. It's understanding yourself, the kind of life you want to live and how to get there, and allowing yourself the patience on the process to get there, or to just enjoy your journey. And yeah, it's just something that's been on my mind. I mean, it's 4:30, 5 a.m. and I am realizing that even in just a month of having a mindset of getting out of my comfort zone, having the mindset of wanting to do things that make me feel a little uncomfortable, it is allowing my world to get bigger, even by just a little bit. I'm watching a few more TV shows, or I'm even just thinking of trying new restaurants or meeting new people, and those are big, big steps. And I think with facing fears, there's such an important thing about going at one's own pace. And in this 365 Days of Discomfort series that I'm doing, it's slow and steady, because I know that that's important for my healing process, and that's something that can align with me as I continue to face my fears, as I continue to get out of my comfort zone. So yeah, just a little food for thought on how healing and facing your fears align, and they do so much. So if you're on your healing journey, kind of keep this concept in mind. If you want to follow mine, Again, I'm doing a 365 days of discomfort challenge on my Instagram and on my TikTok and here on my YouTube shorts. And it's all hot pink sunrise, H-O-T pink sunrise. So thanks for listening to my 4 a.m. rant, y'all. And I hope you have a beautiful day, beautiful night, beautiful life. I love you so, so much. You're loved and seen and all the beautiful things. I'll see you later. Bye.